Texas College is a 4-year college, private, and it's a Christian college. We are responsible for the Methodist Episcopal Church. So we emphasize academics very much. In 2007, in our conference with 10 institutional conference, Red River Athletic Conference, we were the #1 academically, and the student athletes, GPA, we were the #1. 95% of my boys and girls academically, they have above 3.0 GPA, most of them. A student professor radio is about 18 for one. 18 students, so the classes are very small, so the professors have the time to deal with the students more or less on a one-on-one basis. And I feel like that's our best benefit that we offer to the students. 5 years ago, I was called by Texas College to start the program, and we've been very successful. Most of my players come from South Texas. However, I have players from El Paso, Houston, Conroe, San Antonio, Dallas, and very few from East Texas. The conference that we are in is very competitive, very competitive. NAIA, a lot of people don't think too much about NAIA, competitive level, but it's very, very competitive. We have faced D1 schools at the NCAA, D1, D2, D3, and we are about 500% with those schools in preseason. Most of our games in our conference are decided by 1 or 2 goals the most. So you gotta show up, you gotta be ready. You're always looking for something specifically, all the time. Every year that you are recruiting, you're looking for something, special, I guess. You look, and sometimes you don't find it, but quality of players that now high schools are created, not just high school, I think it's due to the club system, it's much better. A player that you sign out of these showcases is going to help.
With Regis being a private institution, we only search out kids that come to us, mainly because they have to investigate us. But it's an easy sell in Denver because of the seasons. We have skiing that's 45 minutes away, 180 days plus of sunshine per year. I think athletically they would all agree that they played in a very tough conference, the RMAC conference. They also had overall personal learning experience that Regis provides in the city of Denver, and we try to strive for that through athletics also. Coming to the showcase, we've identified a certain number of players that we're looking at, but there's always that diamond in the rough, and this is a great opportunity coming to the clinic because you might find that particular player here. We look for solid background, excellent education, good grades, but also the hard worker and the player that, what happens to that player once they make a mistake in the game? How do they respond to that? And good overall character.
Well, our school certainly is unique. It's one of the 5 federal service academies. The biggest difference to us than the other academies is your options. From our school, our students can go active duty as an officer in any branch of the service, and I will say about 20% of our students will do that. The other 80% for tuition-free education have a Naval Reserve commitment, which is 2 weeks a year for 6 years, and we have 100% employment rate after graduation. So it's unique in that you get the aspects of the regimental program, but also you have a very flexible commitment, and our guys do outstanding when they graduate. We're looking for guys who are mainly looking for engineering, business, possibly looking in the service, but who are looking beyond 4 years and what they're going to do after they graduate. We're a very strong Division III program. I've been there 20 years, 19. We've won at least 10 matches each year. We've been to the Sweet 16. This year we made the NCAA tournament. We play in the Landmark Conference, which is a new conference for Division III. We did not win the conference, but we still got an at-large bid to the NCAA, which is very tough for Division III. So our guys are playing at a high level. We get guys who are looking at mid-level Division I programs, they go to our school because of the academics, because of tuition-free factor, but also guys who are good players can come in and play right away, which a lot of guys like to do, and especially from Texas, we've had a number of players be successful right away. We've had great success in Texas. I mean, on our roster, we're in New York, and we have players from every state across the country. We have 8 players from Texas, which is more than we have from New York. Texas guys aren't afraid of traveling, and we've had a number of guys come in and play right away. So Texas has been terrific for us.
Well, what's unique about FIU, first of all, is the location, Miami, Florida, where it's sunny 365 days out of the year. You get to play soccer in great condition from January 1st to December 31st. FIU is a young school, but I believe it's a great education. School is getting better every time. We added a law school, we're starting a medical school, so the education is in the upswing. We have a good program. We've sent 16, 17 guys to the pros, so they'll have a good soccer experience. We'll try to teach them to play in a positive manner that will at least give them an opportunity to have a shot at playing at the next level. Because of the location, Miami is pretty much gateways to the America, so obviously it's going to be we're going to have a lot of ethnic players, different background. So the style of play that we're going to play is going to be much more technical game, short passes. Sometimes we probably need to be a little bit rougher defensively, but overall it's more technical, ball on the ground oriented game. Hard worker, very disciplined, dedicated, give 100%. Texas has been very good to us. Every single player we've had from Texas have done very, very well. That's why we keep on coming to the Wells. I can't thank enough Charlie Kadubski for putting this together. And we've had a lot of players that didn't necessarily come from the big clubs out of Texas, but every single player we had from Texas have been an impact player for us.